Have you ever wondered what really separates those who simply get older from those who truly thrive in their later years? It's not luck, it's not perfect genes, and it's not just access to good doctors. The truth is far more empowering. Across quiet neighborhoods, rural towns, and big cities alike, there are people well into their 70s, 80s, even 90s, who still move with ease, think with clarity, and smile with a joy that radiates peace. What do they know that others don't? What they understand, often without even realizing it, is that health after 70 isn't about perfection. It's about patterns, daily choices, quiet victories, and small habits that, when practiced consistently, speak volumes about the condition of your body, mind, and spirit. In this video, I'll walk you through 9 of the most powerful yet often overlooked signs that you are aging in good health. These aren't flashy or complicated. You won't need fancy equipment, expensive supplements, or a gym membership. What you will need is awareness. A willingness to look at your life and recognize the habits that are already working in your favor, or those that quietly need your attention. These signs are the foundation of long-term independence, emotional vitality, and the quiet confidence of knowing that your body is still working with you, not against you. So if you're ready to look deeper into what really matters after 70, and how you can protect and strengthen it starting today, stay with me. Because the smallest signs often carry the greatest meaning, and your future self will thank you. One of the clearest signs that your body still holds power, vitality, and resilience is something so simple, so natural, that many people overlook it entirely. Walking. Not running, not lifting weights, just walking, steadily, daily, and with intention. If you can still walk without pain, without needing constant support, and especially if you're able to walk for even 10 to 30 minutes a day, that's not just a good habit, it's a profound sign that your heart, joints, muscles, and coordination are still working together in harmony. Many people believe that aging means giving up movement, but the truth is the less we move, the faster we lose our strength. Movement is not what wears us down, it's what lifts us up. Think about this. Research shows that walking just 5,000 steps a day, roughly 2 to 3 kilometers, can lower the risk of heart disease by as much as 40%. For older adults, this is nothing short of extraordinary. Why? Because when you walk, your heart gets stronger, your blood flows more efficiently, your blood pressure stabilizes, and your lungs begin to breathe more deeply, feeding every cell with the oxygen it needs to heal and thrive. But walking doesn't only benefit your internal organs, it gently awakens your joints, those hips, knees, and ankles that have carried you through decades of life. With every step, your joints are lubricated, your bones are strengthened, and your muscles are reactivated. You're not just moving, you're preserving your independence. You see, as long as you can walk, you can take care of yourself. You can go to the kitchen when you're hungry. You can open your door to sunlight. You can move around your home with confidence and dignity. That is the rhythm of freedom. And beyond the physical, walking nourishes the mind and uplifts the spirit. Many seniors have quietly shared that their morning or afternoon walk is their most peaceful moment of the day. During that walk, they breathe deeper, worry less, and feel more present. It's not just exercise, it's a form of meditation, a moving prayer, a chance to be alone with your thoughts, to enjoy nature, and to remind yourself that you're still capable of moving forward, literally and emotionally. Even if you're not walking fast, even if it's just around the living room or up and down the hallway. Every step you take tells your body, I'm still here, I still have strength, I still have purpose. So if you're someone who can still walk every day, know this: you are not slowing down. You are building forward momentum. You are extending your life, not just in length, but in quality. And that is something to treasure. As we age, one of the most precious gifts we can carry with us is not strength in our arms or speed in our steps, but clarity in our minds. If you can still recall the names of your grandchildren, if you can remember what day it is, if you can follow a conversation with ease or retell an old story with accuracy and emotion, then you are holding on to something truly extraordinary. You are carrying the treasure of a sharp mind, and that is no small thing. In a world where many people begin to forget, where confusion and disorientation can slowly rob someone of their independence, having a good memory is a quiet but powerful sign that your brain is still alive, active, and beautifully working. You might not think much of it. After all, you've been remembering things your whole life, but memory, attention, and mental clarity don't just happen. They're the result of years of practice, of curiosity, of conversation. They're a reflection of your spirit still being engaged with life. And that matters, because when you can think clearly, you don't just remember facts. You make choices. You take your medications on time. You manage your finances. You cook meals with confidence. You stay safe, self-reliant, and involved. You're not drifting, you're steering. This is why protecting your mind is just as important as protecting your heart. Some people believe memory loss is inevitable, that growing older means growing forgetful, but that's not entirely true. Science tells us there are habits, simple ones, that can help preserve your mental sharpness well into your 70s, 80s, and beyond. Reading, telling stories, solving puzzles, having heartfelt conversations, learning a new skill even at 75. These aren't just hobbies, they are exercises for the mind. Each one keeping your brain flexible, responsive, and youthful. And never underestimate the power of meaningful connection. When you share your experiences, when you laugh and talk and reflect with others, your brain lights up. It thrives on engagement. You're not just keeping yourself company. You're keeping your neurons firing, your memory intact, and your confidence alive. And let's not forget, the people around you benefit too. A sharp-minded elder becomes the historian of the family. The one who remembers birthdays, tells old stories, and helps younger generations understand where they come from. You become a living bridge between the past and the present. So if your memory is still serving you, even in small ways, honor it, nurture it, challenge it. You are not losing yourself. In fact, your clear mind may be one of your greatest assets because it holds your story, your lessons, your love. And the world needs those now more than ever. Now let's turn to something we often overlook, but can't afford to ignore. Your teeth. Yes, your teeth and gums might not seem like a major health marker, but they are. They're a silent foundation beneath your well-being, quietly influencing what you eat, how you speak, and how well your body is nourished. And if you're still able to chew comfortably, enjoy your favorite foods, or even smile with confidence, you're experiencing one of the clearest signs that your body is still working in harmony. You see, a healthy mouth isn't just about appearance. It's about function. Because the moment we lose the ability to chew properly, everything changes. Our digestion weakens, our nutrient intake drops. We begin to avoid certain foods, not because we don't like them, but because they become too hard to chew or too painful to enjoy. And when that happens, a slow chain reaction begins. The body stops receiving the fiber, protein, and minerals it needs. Energy dips, muscles weaken, immunity drops, all because the very first step in the digestive process, chewing, has been compromised. But here's the good news. It's never too late to protect this vital part of your health. Whether you have all your teeth, just a few, or use dentures, caring for your mouth is a daily act of self-respect. Brushing twice a day, rinsing after meals, regular checkups. These aren't small habits. They're part of a larger picture, one where every bite you take supports your vitality. And it's not just about eating, it's about your spirit. Because when you can sit at a table and enjoy a meal with others without fear or hesitation, something powerful happens. You feel included, dignified, independent. There's something deeply human about savoring your food, feeling the texture of fresh vegetables, the crunch of an apple, the warmth of a good soup, and knowing that your body can still handle it all. That joy, that confidence, it's rooted in something as simple as your teeth. And even if you use dentures, don't underestimate their importance. Clean them, protect them, respect them. Because they are your bridge to comfort and nourishment just as much as natural teeth once were. A strong mouth is a sign that you are still fully participating in life, still enjoying its flavors, still taking in what you need, one bite at a time. So take care of your mouth, not just for your smile, but for your strength, for your digestion, for your health, and for the joy of tasting life every single day. Let's move now to something rarely discussed, yet deeply personal, a sign of strength so quiet, most people won't notice it until they begin to lose it. I'm talking about the ability to go to the bathroom with ease. The simple act of urinating or having a bowel movement without pain, urgency, or accidents. It may not be glamorous, but it is one of the most powerful indicators of a stable, well-deforming body. Think about it. When everything is flowing smoothly, when you're not waking up several times at night to urinate, when you don't feel bloated or constipated, when there's no discomfort or hesitation, it means your kidneys, your bladder, your digestive tract, and your internal rhythm are still working as a team. It means your body hasn't just aged, it's adapted, it's regulated, it's still protecting you from within. And yet, too many people suffer in silence. They dismiss the discomfort. They put off talking about the leaks, the urgency, the constipation, the pressure. But your body is always speaking, and these quiet whispers, these changes in your elimination, are messages. They may be warning signs of issues with the kidneys, the prostate, the colon, or the nervous system, or they may simply be signs that your habits need adjusting. Either way, when you listen early, you prevent something bigger from forming later. The beautiful truth is this: most of these problems are preventable, manageable, and reversible if we catch them in time. It starts with hydration. Drinking enough water, not just sips here and there, but consistent intake throughout the day keeps your body's inner pathways clean and moving. Fiber is just as essential. Whole grains, vegetables, fruits. Foods that keep your bowels soft and regular, reducing the risk of painful constipation or hemorrhoids. Movement plays its part too. Every walk, every stretch, every gentle twist of the waist helps your gut and bladder stay active. Your internal systems are not separate from your lifestyle. They respond to how you live, eat, and move. And most importantly, there's no shame in asking for help. If something doesn't feel right, go. Don't wait. Don't assume it's just age. Many small issues left untreated become bigger burdens. And you deserve better than suffering in silence. Because at the heart of dignity in aging is the freedom to live without embarrassment, to move and rest without constant worry, to trust your body to do what it's supposed to do, quietly and dependably. That's real comfort. That's real strength. And if you still have it, even in part, honor it, support it, protect it. Not because others will see it, but because you will feel it. In your freedom, in your confidence, in the calm that comes from knowing your body is still holding you gently, day after day. Now let's take a moment to tune in to something that works quietly, tirelessly, and without pause, your heart. And right beside it, your lungs. Together, these two form the invisible engine that keeps you going. They are the rhythm and the breath of your life. You may not think about them every day. You may not notice the subtle beat in your chest or the air that flows in and out of your lungs. But when something feels off, when climbing the stairs leaves you breathless, or walking across the room feels like a marathon, you begin to understand just how much these two organs truly matter. And here's the truth. The older we get, the more we must care for them, not with fear, but with gratitude and wisdom. A strong heart means more than just surviving. It means thriving. It means being able to cook your own meals, play with your grandkids, or tend to your garden without needing to stop and catch your breath. It means freedom. And healthy lungs, they're your direct connection to life itself. Every deep breath you take without tightness, without wheezing, without fatigue, is a victory. Sadly, heart and lung disease don't often arrive with a loud announcement. They sneak in, quietly, through high blood pressure, shortness of breath, tightness in the chest, and before you know it, you've given up walks you used to love. You've stopped sleeping peacefully, or you've gotten used to a sense of exhaustion that just won't leave. But here's the beautiful news. So much of it is preventable. So much of it can be strengthened. Just a few minutes a day of mindful breathing, slow, deep, intentional, can calm your heart, improve oxygen flow, and regulate your nervous system. You don't need fancy tools, just your lungs, your nose, your awareness, and gentle movement, even light stretching or walking. Get your heart pumping at just the right rhythm. It improves circulation, reduces the risk of blood clots, and helps regulate blood sugar and cholesterol. It doesn't take much. A few minutes of fresh air each morning, a light stretch to open your chest, a moment of stillness to feel your breath. These simple rituals have the power to transform the quality of your life. Avoid smoking, be cautious of polluted environments, and check in with your doctor regularly, not because you expect something to be wrong, but because you care enough to stay ahead of what could be. Because the moment you lose your breath, the rest of life slows down with it. But when you nurture your heart and lungs, you reclaim your vitality, you regain your strength, you walk with confidence, knowing your body still supports your journey. Every strong heartbeat is a whisper of resilience. Every easy breath is a message that says, you're still here, you're still capable, and you still have more life to live. And when your heart and lungs are given even just a little care, they return the favor tenfold. But here's something most people forget. Your breath and heartbeat need your body to move. Not in grand ways, not with intense workouts or heavy lifting, but with light, loving motion. Movement that meets you where you are, because stillness, though tempting, can quietly become the very thing that takes your strength away. Many people believe that after 70 it's best to slow down, to sit more, to rest longer. But the truth is, the less we move, the faster we lose the very mobility that keeps us independent. And you don't need hours. You don't need equipment. You just need intention. A few stretches in the morning, a walk around your home or yard, standing up and sitting down a few extra times during the day, lifting your arms, rotating your wrists, flexing your ankles. These aren't just exercises, they're affirmations. Each one says, I'm still capable. I still care for myself. Light movement is how we fight against muscle loss, how we keep our joints from stiffening, and how we tell our bodies, you are still needed, still active, still powerful. And the benefits go deeper than muscle and bone. When you move, even gently, your blood flows better, your digestion improves, your balance strengthens, your risk of falling decreases, your sleep becomes deeper, your mood lifts, your confidence returns. You begin to remember what it feels like to be alive in your body, not just present in it. This kind of movement doesn't demand perfection. It asks for presence, a willingness to begin, a willingness to keep going. Some of the most vibrant people I've known in their 80s and 90s weren't running marathons. They were gardening, folding their laundry, dancing slowly to a song from their youth. They moved because they loved life, and life responded in kind. So today, let your body move a little. Stretch gently before bed. Walk while the tea is steeping. Do a few slow leg lifts while sitting in your favorite chair. Let it be easy. Let it be joyful. Because every time you move, even just a little, you're not just exercising, you're saying yes to life. And as your body moves, something beautiful begins to shift inside you. You feel lighter, not just in your legs or joints, but in your heart, in your spirit, because movement awakens more than muscle, it awakens joy. And joy, my dear friend, is not just an emotion. It is a medicine, one that no pharmacy can bottle, one that science now confirms as a true protector of health. People often ask what keeps someone healthy into their 80s, 90s, even beyond. Is it their diet, their routine, their genes? And while all those things matter, there's one quiet ingredient that often gets overlooked: a cheerful, hopeful spirit. Because your attitude shapes your outcome. A joyful person gets sick less often, heals faster, wakes up with purpose, faces pain with grace, and finds meaning even in the smallest moments. But let's be honest, life isn't always easy, especially as we grow older. We face losses, physical changes, moments of loneliness, and yet, those who thrive into their later years are often not the ones with the fewest challenges, but the ones who choose to meet those challenges with light in their eyes. Optimism doesn't mean denying life's difficulties. It means choosing to keep your heart open despite them. And sometimes joy comes not from doing big things, but simply from staying connected. Having coffee with a friend, laughing with your grandchildren, listening to a favorite song, tending to a plant, remembering a beautiful memory. Even picking up the phone to call someone you love can shift your whole day. Because when we feel seen, When we feel connected, we come alive again. And don't forget, the joy you carry doesn't just help you, it touches everyone around you. Your energy becomes healing, your presence becomes calming, your smile becomes a gift. So if today you're feeling heavy, start small. Open your window and let the sunlight in. Step outside and feel the breeze. Write down one thing you're grateful for. Tell someone you appreciate them. Let yourself laugh, even if it's just at a silly memory from years ago. These are not small acts, they are lifelines. And joy, true, steady joy, is a habit, a choice, a quiet strength that keeps you vibrant long after the body begins to slow. Let yourself feel it, let yourself radiate it, because a joyful spirit isn't the result of a good life. It's the reason for it, and that joy you cultivate, it empowers something even deeper, something that brings not only happiness, but also dignity, your ability to care for yourself. You see, there's a quiet pride that comes with tying your own shoes, making your own tea, choosing your own clothes for the day. These things may seem small to others, but to you, they mean everything. Because self-care is not just a routine, it's a declaration. It says, I'm still here, I'm still capable, I still matter. There's a common belief that with age comes dependency, but that is not the full story, because for many older adults, the ability to remain independent is not only possible, it's powerful. Think about it. The simple act of brushing your hair, preparing your own meals, taking your medicine on time without reminders, walking to the kitchen to get a glass of water instead of asking someone else. These are not chores, these are victories. Victories of the body, victories of the mind, victories of the will. When you take care of yourself, you're not just maintaining health, you're preserving your identity. You're reminding the world and yourself that age does not take away your right to live with intention and control. And it doesn't matter how slowly you move or how simple your routine is. What matters is that you still choose to show up for yourself every single day. Self-care isn't about being perfect, it's about being present. And that presence keeps your spirit strong. It keeps you engaged, it keeps your mind sharp, it gives your loved ones peace of mind, knowing that you're still holding the reins of your life with confidence. So whether it's washing a dish, folding your laundry, or writing down your schedule in a notebook, don't underestimate what these acts mean. They are small signs of a great truth, that you are still leading your life, that you still have the power to shape your day, your habits, and your future. This independence, it's not about pride, it's about peace. And every time you choose to care for yourself, you're not only nurturing your body, you're nurturing your sense of self-worth. So hold on to that, because caring for yourself in even the smallest of ways is one of the most powerful affirmations of life there is. And when your body is cared for and your spirit feels steady, there's one more thing that quietly sustains you: your home. Not just the walls and windows, but the feeling of safety, the warmth of familiarity, and the quiet comfort that comes from knowing everything has its place. As we grow older, our environment becomes more than just a backdrop to our lives. It becomes our partner in health. A well-kept home doesn't need to be fancy or large. It needs to be safe, calm, easy to move around. It should support you, not challenge you. Because sometimes the greatest threat to our health doesn't come from illness, but from a simple misstep. A slippery rug, a loose wire, a poorly lit hallway. These tiny hazards become mountains when your balance isn't what it used to be. But here's the beauty: small changes make a big difference. Installing handrails in the bathroom, keeping everyday items within reach, removing clutter that causes you to shuffle or strain, making sure your floors are dry and your walkways are clear. These are simple acts of love. Love for yourself and love from those who care for you. And beyond physical safety, your home should bring peace to your mind. A tidy room, a well-lit space, a chair near the window where you can sit and watch the world go by. All of this creates calm. It gives you rhythm. It grounds your day. There is deep wisdom in the way your home reflects your life. When your space is organized, your thoughts feel lighter. When your kitchen is clean, your meals feel more nourishing. When your bedroom is peaceful, your rest becomes deeper. Even the smallest corner, when cared for, becomes a sanctuary. And when you feel safe where you live, something in your body relaxes. Your heart slows down, your breath deepens, and your soul whispers, "I am okay." That is the gift a peaceful home gives you. It doesn't just protect your body, it cradles your being. So take care of your space. Let it support you, soothe you, and reflect the dignity you've spent a lifetime building. Because when your home is steady, you are steady. And in these later years, you deserve to be held not just by others, but by the space that knows you best. The home you've made, the life you've built, the peace you now get to enjoy. So now let's take a moment and breathe it all in. 9 signs. 9 gentle reminders that your body, your mind, and your spirit still carry strength. You walk not with speed, but with steadiness. You remember not just names and dates, but the warmth of your story. You chew and savor not just food, but the joy of tasting life. You stay in control not just of routines, but of your comfort and dignity. You breathe deeply, not just air, but the energy that fuels your every step. You move not to push, but to flow, to live. You smile, not only with your lips, but with your heart. You care for yourself, not just to survive, but to honor the life you've built. And you rest, not in isolation, but in a home that holds you, surrounds you with peace. These 9 signs, they're not just health markers. They are reflections of a life lived consciously, courageously, completely. Because the truth is, longevity means very little without the ability to enjoy it. What good are the years if we spend them imprisoned in our chairs, lost in confusion, or weighed down by regrets? But you are choosing to live differently, to walk while you still can, to keep learning even when others stop, to keep loving yourself through the small rituals that give your day shape, meaning, and grace. You are choosing to honor the wisdom that aging brings, not with fear, but with fierce compassion. And that, dear friend, is what turns time into treasure. So wherever you are on your journey, whether you have all 9 signs or only a few, know this: you are doing beautifully. You are showing up, and you are writing a chapter of life that others will look to with admiration and hope. Because health isn't just a matter of luck, it's a daily practice. And happiness isn't just about avoiding pain, it's about choosing presence, peace, and joy again and again. So take another deep breath, stand a little taller, and step forward knowing that you are already living proof of what's possible. when you choose to care for yourself with quiet strength and daily devotion. Because in the end, it's not just about adding more years to your life, it's about adding more life to your years.